Don't open the second bedroom. Looking back now, I don't think I escaped that apartment. Something from the second bedroom followed me out. The signs were there before I ever opened it. The rent, the landlord's warning, and my slippers standing in front of that door the first morning. I should have left. But I didn't. At the time, I had just moved to a huge city for my first job. My salary barely covered rent, and every other room was too expensive, too far, or too dirty. Then I found that apartment, an old concrete building on the edge of the city, with damp stairs and a hallway that smelled like mildew and old cooking oil. Too cheap, honestly, but when you are 23 and almost broke, too cheap starts to look like luck. The landlord was an elderly woman with a careful voice. She showed me the rooms, then pointed to the second bedroom. "That room is storage," she said. "Do not open it. Do not clean it. Do not ask." I thought she meant old furniture, so I agreed. For a few nights, everything was normal. I went to work, came home tired, and avoided it. On the fifth night, I woke a little after 2 footsteps in the locked room. Slow steps, bare feet on concrete. Then another sound followed, softer and lower, like wet cloth dragged across the floor. I lay there without moving, telling myself old buildings make strange noises. Pipes knock, walls carry sound, but this was on the other side of that door. By morning, my water glass faced the second bedroom. My towel lay before it. My black hair tie was on the doorknob. That was when I started taking photos before bed. It felt ridiculous, but every morning, one thing in the photos had changed. I messaged the landlord. "Is there a noise problem in the spare room?" She replied almost instantly. "Whatever you hear, do not open it." After that, I stopped using the living room at night. I locked my bedroom door and pushed a chair under the handle. By 1:50, I was awake. One morning, a thin line of gray dust had gathered under the second bedroom door. Up close, it smelled faintly of burned incense. I knew I should leave. But I had paid deposit and rent, and some stupid part of me wanted an explanation. Then came the hottest night of July. The air conditioner died. Around 1, cold air started slipping from under the second bedroom door. The floor tiles around it were damp. I told myself I would open it for 1 minute, touch nothing, and let the cold air move through. The handle felt like it had been kept in a freezer. The door opened without a sound. The room was not full of storage. It was almost empty. One bare wooden bed, an old dressing table, and a mirror filmed in dust. Still, cold air poured from the room like something breathing out. I took one step inside. That was when my body stopped obeying me. My throat tightened. My fingers went numb. Sweat dried cold across my back. Something was behind me, close enough that the air between us disappeared. Then a hand settled on my left shoulder. It was light. That was what made it unbearable. Not a grab or a shove, just a cold, patient hand, as if it knew I would come in. A car passed outside. Its headlights swept through the dusty mirror. For 1 second, I saw both of us. I was standing in the doorway. Behind me stood a woman in a pale dress, hair hiding her face. One hand was on my shoulder. Her other hand hung beside mine, too long and still. The light passed over her and left no shadow on the floor. The wet cloth sound began again. This time, it was right behind my legs. Something in me broke loose. I slammed backward, tore myself from under the hand, and pulled the door shut. A thin scream came from inside, sharp and metallic, like a nail dragged down glass. At sunrise, I called the landlord. The moment I said I had opened the second bedroom, her voice changed. "You went in?" she asked. "You really went in?" Then, almost angrily, she said, "I told you not to open that door." Only after I said I was leaving did she tell me the woman before me had died in that room. "The others heard her too," she said. "They all left after opening it." I packed without showering, eating, or looking at the door again. By noon, I was in a hotel across the city. That night, I slept with every light on. Just before dawn, I woke to the smell of burned incense. My black hair tie was hanging from the hotel closet handle. At first, I thought I must have packed it by mistake. Then I remembered the last place I had seen it, on the second bedroom doorknob.